Dexter the dog is a brilliant detective. He uses his nose and it's very effective. If someone he knows loses something they treasure, he can't wait to help and will find it with pleasure. Mrs. McDrew has been baking today. Her pies are the best, or so people say.
Apple,
Says Dexter, the best of all pies. He flares his black nostrils and closes his eyes. He'll have a piece later when it is cool. Just the thought of the pastry is making him drool. After your dinner, says Mrs. McDrew, there's plenty of pie. I'm having some too. Now it is cool. It can go in the fridge. It will keep the flies off while I go to play bridge. So Mrs. McDrew puts their pudding away, and with her best pack of cards, she sets off to play. Dexter can't wait. He just loves apple pie.
how long will she be?
He says, looking sly.
I'll open the fridge, just have one more sniff. It will last until dinner if I have a quick whiff.
He readies his nose as he opens the door.
Oh, scrumptious pie, let me see you once more. What on earth? Where has our pie gone? There's nothing in here but some milk and a scone. My balls, bones, and biscuits,
He says to himself.
it must have been stolen straight off the fridge shelf. I really must find it. She'll think it was me. And before she gets home to a fridge that's pie-free. I will look for it using my wits and deduction, my super strong smell with some good nostril suction. I'll start in the garden and see who's about. I'm sure I can sniff this pie pilferer out.
Little Puss rolls around as she plays with some string. Dexter sniffs all about, but he can't find a thing. Have you lost something, Dexter? Little Puss sighs.
Yes, little puss. Who do you know that likes pies?
Young Postman Jones. Well, he's gained a few pounds. I've seen him nibbling as he goes on his rounds. Look, here he is now with his sack full of post. Or is it all pies, jam, donuts, and toast?
No, little puss, I don't think that he'd take it. He would know Mrs. M took all morning to bake it. Besides, there's no odor of pie from his sack. And with big boots like those, he'd have left us a track.
They walk down the path, Dexter's nose to the ground. He smells daisies and grass, but no pies are found. They go to the patio, sniffing under the chair. He smells webs and a snail, but no pastry there. The twins from the corner are playing nearby.
Perhaps they got peckish and gobbled our pie.
Dexter stands tall with his paws on the fence and his nose in the air to heighten his sense.
No apple pie there, just hot feet and trainers, and bubblegum leftovers stuck in retainers. We could ask Squirrel Hazel, she's up in her dray, but I think she likes nuts more than pie anyway.
So Dexter and Puss go to look in the house. There could be intruders. There could be a mouse. There could be an army of mice, maybe more. Did they work as a team to budge the fridge door? The pie would be long gone, just lots of fat mice.
I wonder,
Says Dexter.
I bet it was nice. But I'd smell mousy burglars, especially that many. I definitely don't. I can't even smell any.
There are no mice here, Dexter, Little Puss sighs. Apart from my toy one, he doesn't eat pies. They go up the stairs and into each room. Dexter smells Mrs. McDrew's old perfume. Little Puss takes a look under the bed. She gets dust on her ears and fluff on her head. She finds a long-lost red polka dot sock and a hedgehog-shaped hairbrush that gives her a shock. Suddenly, there is a voice from the hall. It's Mrs. McDrew. She wasn't gone long at all. Come on, my dears. It's time for your tea. And then there is pie for Dex, Puss, and me.
Oh, no,
Says Dexter.
she'll see it's not there. She'll think that I've eaten it and I don't care.
There's custard for pouring, says Mrs. McDrew. I know how you like it. I even bought two. I'll just take it out now to heat up the pie. I think I like mine warm. It's vanished. Oh my! Stood at the fridge with a very blank stare is Mrs. McDrew. The fridge shelf is bare. Well, that's very odd, muses Mrs. McDrew. Where is our pie? Have you seen it, you two?
Not us,
Says Dexter.
I've searched the whole place. I've smelt every room, I can't find a trace.
Mrs. McDrew thinks hard for a while, and all of a sudden she breaks a big smile. Oh dear, it's my age. I think I've gone batty. But never before have I been quite this scatty. It sat on the dishwasher shelf, not the fridge. I must have been thinking instead about bridge. Well, no harm done, darlings. The pie is just fine. How the three of them laugh as they settle to dine.